Hey, Shalom, Kol Halah, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Chachadash, the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continue fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We have found that number to be delivered. All right, so I'm gonna speak a little bit about of what I've been seeing. All right, especially from amongst you Israelites. You know, now that this whole thing is pretty much settling down a little bit, this whole election thing settling down, you have a lot of Jakes that are still walking around like zombies for the fact that they can't believe the outcome of this election, right? And in hopes, some of you Jakes are still talking about they're still counting ballots. You got to come to the realization, man. And the realization that you need to come to, you in enemy territory. You are Israelite. All right? You people are going to be public enemy number one, whether you believe it or not. Okay? It's just a matter of time before these things start to unveil themselves. All right, and your man DJ, you gotta remember, man, he's still an Edomite. All right, Esau Edom has no love for Jacob, has no love for Israel, none. All right, and now that the powers that be are in place, are getting put in place, y'all gotta be circumspect. You can't be sitting around huffing and humming and hawing and trying to figure it out. Now you gotta get on your watch, man. So we're gonna start with Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right? And again, keep it in mind who he is and what nation he comes from, he spawns from. He's still the enemy. All right, and again, he's talking a sweet talk. Everybody's, letting their guard down, putting people to sleep. And the scripture says, for like as iron rusteth, when iron first starts to oxidize and starts to rust, it's not a very fast process. It gets worse and worse over time. All right. So what's being understood here is his wickedness is going to get worse and worse over time. You see, right now, the man's talking about one of the first things he said, and I'm sure he's going to hold everybody to it. He said if he gets elected back into office, he's going to start the largest deportation program in American history. Now, this ain't no mystery who he's going to target. All right? That right there in itself should tell you, Jakes, man, oh, shit, my black ass ain't covered. And the simple thing about it all, you got a lot of you so-called Negroes, jumping on the bandwagon with this whole immigration thing. Yeah, deport them, send them back. They're ruining our country. Don't you know you're going to be sitting right next to these so-called immigrants in the concentration camp? And you're going to be screaming, no, I'm not a Mexican. I ain't an immigrant. It doesn't matter. You're an Israelite. And you sitting there trying to fight the cause for Esau. The devil's a devil, man. He don't need your help. He don't need your support. But because now the light's not shining back on you anymore, now you feel, okay, now is my time to, point the finger at somebody. And this is what Jake has been doing. All along, not knowing we brothers. All right? So never trust your enemy. And we know who our enemy is, man. This guy has been putting forth all this speech about, making this place great again. All about, preserving the lives of the American people. All right. And let me tell you something. Preserving the lives of the Israelites is not on the top agenda, man. Job 20:12 says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Right. So he has his agenda is already set, man. He already knows what he wants to do. And just because right now he's not putting it on full blast, don't think for 1 minute that these things ain't going to come to play. It says, though he hide it under his tongue. Let me open that up. Verse 13. Though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. All right. So in other words, he's going to keep quiet on these things that he's going to do, man. He's not going to tip anybody off and let people know what his plan is concerning the roundup of you people whom he deems may be a threat to this place, or who he deems may have some type of opposition to the new world agenda that he has in his mind. All right? So be ready, be mindful, and know that the Lord, his word is not going to go out void. Scriptures speak about the time of Jacob's trouble. Let me get that real quick, so that is on the list. Jeremiah 30:7 says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. See that? That day is going to come, man. And this day is going to be bad. The days that are at hand are going to be bad for you Israelites. Why do you think it's called the time of Jacob's trouble? And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to allow these things to come to pass. All right? So for all you Israelites out there who are sitting there, in support of DJ, or, trying to make amends and accept him because he won the election, be very wary and leery of this man and of the nation of Esau Edom. All right? Now, let me see if I can dig this up. Give me 1 second. All right, so let me get this here. All right, this is from our news break. The brother One posted this in the chat. It says, black people across country receiving slavery selection plantation texts. All right, and the majority of these people that are receiving these texts are women. Let me see if I can get down to a couple of these messages. It says, black Americans across the country are reportedly receiving alarming text messages about being selected for slavery amid the 2024 presidential election. All right? So there's an agenda that's being pushed right now. You may not hear about it, you may not know it, but you best believe the agenda is about you. Okay? It says, according to Fox 2, multiple women in Detroit area received messages Wednesday, November 6th, saying they had been selected to pick cotton. It says, good afternoon, Renee. You have been chosen to pick cotton at our nearest plantation. Be ready at 10 a.m. with all your personal items and possessions because you will never see them again. One text message to a Detroit area resident read, we will pick you up in a white bus. You will be checked for drugs and other substances. Once you make it here, you will be brought to your designated area. You are in group 10B. See what else we got. A second woman received a similar message from a different number per Fox 2. Greetings, you have been selected to pick cotton at our nearest plantation. Be ready at 12 a.m. November 13th, sharp, with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come and get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you enter into the plantation. You are in plantation group D. All right? Both text messages were received the day after the presidential election. All right, so you get the gist of what's happening here. All right, so they're letting you know there's going to be something that's going to pop off. They're going to start rounding you jakes up. They're going to put you in solitary confinement. They're going to put you in some type of, maybe in a gas chamber, some type of internment camp. And ultimately, they're going to unalive you to their satisfaction. Right? This is about to get serious, man. This is about to get serious. And you people want to sit there and act like, time is running short. Okay? Isaiah 65:12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not. So again, the Lord is going to authorize, okay, these troubles that are coming upon this place for Jake, man. All right? And again, when you really think about the amount of time that this word has been going out, there's really going to be no excuse for somebody to say that they never heard or never understood this thing. All right? So return back to Yahweh Shai, repent, pray without ceasing, that you may not, be found in this number with these people who have been numbered to the sword. Continuing on. 2 Ezra 16:68. It says, behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. All right? We're in the midst of that time of Jacob's trouble. We are coming into that time period. All right? Now, we don't know directly when's gonna pop off, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, we're gonna be circumspect. All right? We're gonna be on the ready. You ever see an animal get fed by some human beings? The animal will see the food, he'll smell the food, but he'll approach with much caution, kind of, going back and forth a little bit. That's how you Jakes got to be out here now, man. Now that this thing is just about to be said and done after this inauguration, you got to walk around here real tentatively, I should say. Not just trusting anybody, running up on somebody. Nah. Right? Because these devils are going to be more empowered than ever before, man. It's safe to say that the amount of pride that these American people are going to have in this time period that we're in is beyond measure, man. Because every time a president got into office, there was always still some type of balance towards the people. All right? This man said he gonna start the greatest, largest deportation program in American history. talking about uprooting, dismantling families, splitting up families. These things are going to take place, man. These things are going to happen here in Babylon. You know? And it's going to happen, chances are, it's going to happen under the hand of DJ. Donald James Trump. Okay? It's going to happen under his watch, man. And so you better watch as well as pray. Because time is definitely running short, man. And you have been warned. You have been admonished. You have been told. You have been put in positions, where you've heard the prophets. The Lord put you in a position to hear the prophets of the Lord. You may have seen a video. You may have walked by a camp. You may have heard some conversation. And all that being said, if you get caught out there and you get caught up, that was your lot that the Lord set you in. As he has written, therefore will I number you to the sword. So be mindful of that, brothers. Be mindful, some of you sisters out there who truly trust and believe. This thing is far from over. It is far from over. It hasn't even begun, to be honest with you. And as we spoke about never trusting thy enemy, and as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. He's just getting started. He's putting y'all to sleep. He's putting you to sleep. He's making it seem like he ain't got his eye on you. He ain't paying you no mind. In the sport of football, we call that a look you off, or run you off, so to say. If you got a defensive back, if you're the quarterback and you got a decent defensive back, he's going to look you off, meaning the receiver that you're covering as a defensive back is running downfield, but the quarterback is looking totally on the other side. And that's what Donald Trump is doing, man. He's looking totally on the other side while you people being put to sleep because you don't think nothing's going to happen. And all of a sudden, that quarterback turns back and launches that ball towards that receiver you were covering. And because you let your guard down, now you're about to get beat. And that's the same thing that's about to be put into place right here in this country, man. You're letting your guard down and you're about to get beat. So to the hopeful elect, stay on the ready. To those who trust and truly believe, pray without ceasing that the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah Shai keep you from all these things and these temptations that are going to come upon us, man. All right, so with that, I'm going to say shalom for now.